and welcome to the Minish Cap Randomizer Variety Tournament. This time I bring you something very special. It's called a tiebreaker race. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I know who can help us out with that. So I brought to you, sorry for the wrong scene. I brought to you some amazing commentators with me. Myth 197 and Zazwa46. I hope I didn't butcher your names. How are you two doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Yeah, so we got a tiebreaker match today. So we just had 8 rounds of a Swiss tourney, and all of these people are currently joint second place. So in the final stage of the tournament, we're going to have some finals starting in the semi-finals. We've got 4 places that need to be filled in there. 1 place has already been filled, first place. Then there are 2 more places for second and third place. The 4th one I'll get onto later, but the second and third places are being decided by the first 2 finishers of the match that we're going to be watching today. We've got 5 people entered into this race, and 4 of them we have on Restream. The other is Okni, who has elected to refrain from being on Restream since we can only fit 4 people on here. But yeah, we're going to be seeing who is going to be finishing first and second in this match, and they will be playing against each other in the knockout stage of the tournament.
Okay, wait, but it's a variety tournament, so what are the settings?
Oh yeah, the settings. It's this is the wildcard settings.
Settings are reduced item pool.
Yeah.
And 2-element forceful bet finish.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit faster. It's going to be a little bit harder because reduced item pool means they don't get the same cool items like that are going to speed things up for them.
They don't get extra spin, for example.
Yeah, no extra spins, no butterflies, not very many hearts, no extra bottles and bomb bags.
Or remotes.
Ped finish means that they don't need to do Dark Harrow Castle, and then 2 elements means that when they look to check which dungeons they need to beat, they only need to pick 2 out of the 4 that have elements to be able to finish. So yeah, this should be quite a fast one, and we are off. So we're gonna go and check out.
We get the wall and the Javanats.
We get a Javanat straight away. That opens up the first dungeon, Deepest Shrine. We don't know if that's an element yet. So, who has entered into this race? We have Mashi, we have Huffpuff, we have Nesman, and we have Nimbus. Mashi's in purple. We got Huffpuff in black, Nesman's in pink, and Nimbus is in red.
So nothing so far in Rune Tribe. We're getting a piece of art. Pieces of arts are very important because in reduced item pool, if there's something on Waveblade, you need every single one of them.
Yeah, there are no additional heart pieces. Every single one has to be collected to hit exactly 10 hearts to get the item. But we have had a map check, and that means that there aren't elements at Cave of Flames or Royal Crypt, which are 2 very fast dungeons.
And a bottle. The bottle.
That is the bottle. There is only one, and that was relatively early. The bottle gives access to Krenel, which is where Cave of Flames is, and there's no element there, so that's going to have to factor into these guys' decision-making.
It doesn't. They don't have anything open for now.
They can't get to Krenel and make use of that bottle right now. They're still checking out things in Sphere 0, the beginning of the seed, where you don't need items.
Sphere 0.
Yeah.
They can get 1 item out of Sphere 0, and it's useless.
There's only a handful more items. There's 3 remaining in the Tingle Trees. Oh, there's the lantern.
There's a lamp. that opens the entire east portion of the world.
Yeah, that's their
not the
way
entire,
out.
but-
That gives them Deepwood access, because they can get to Minish Woods now, and then using the Jabbernet they can go into Deepwood Shrine.
Deepwood.
But they don't have a weapon.
They can get to Ab Cave. But since they don't have bombs, that means they have to go all the way up. There's no bombs in there.
We also see a Kinstone. That was a Swamp Kinstone for Fortress. Both Fortress and Palace are required dungeons. Well, there's elements located on them.
But have an element.
Yeah, so we probably won't be seeing people do those dungeons. Maybe someone may opt to do Fortress if they think they can get the element there faster than anything else. Yeah, they're definitely going to be rushing towards Link's Puddle Cave now. Huffpuff is going to be the first to enter, and there is a sword and a Cloudtop skin.
And a shroom.
Yeah, no traps in these settings. All of the items that we see on the floor are going to be real. Yeah, we don't have obscure spots on today, so the mitts are relatively weaker in comparison to how they normally are. Like, normally you get mitts and then you get a ton of stuff like in Cloudtops. And is that the Veilful's Kinstone?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's Veilful's. That's not useful for now, but once you get bombs and grip ring, that's 10 checks.
Yeah, with the grip ring as well, yeah, that is going to be a lot of checks. That's one of the things that you think about. Yeah, not including Cloudtops. Yeah, just Veilful's. I think it's 11, but there's a decent chunk of items there. It's definitely worth making your way over there. Yeah, our racers have collected all of the stuff here in South Hyrule Field and the Eastern Hills, and they're doing more stuff in town. I'm surprised no one has decided to head directly to Deepwood yet, but I guess that is also because they don't have a Gust Jar, and you need the Gust Jar to be able to get the element.
It's because they went to Link Puddle Cave, which is 15 checks. And you need to go all the way up because you don't have bombs. So they're doing town checks on the way.
Huff's making the play to go into Simon. You don't normally see someone do the Simon fight this early. They normally wait till they get at least the green sword. Or just opts to not do it at all. Yeah, we saw Meshi head up to Hyrule Castle,
that's
and
a spin attack. That's required.
that is the only
That's the only
spin attack. Yeah. Yeah, so
That's
that is definitely put
100%
Huff ahead right now because you are. Wait, no, that's not necessarily required.
Yes, because Deepwood is the only dungeon that doesn't require the spin.
Yeah, the only conditions to actually finish is
All dungeons need the spin school except for Deepwoods and Cave of Flames, one of which isn't an element.
Yeah, so they are going to have to get that spin attack. But yeah, the only things that
And
are
Grip Ring in Malon, which is not required, but it's very nice.
in the farm in the Lon pot. Yeah, that's going to be very important. That's going to lock a lot of items.
both spin and the grip ring, you can get access to the kernel beanstalk. But they all need to use Simon.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, with the sword and the spin attack means that they can leave town to the left-hand side and head over towards Krenel. With that bottle, they can get into Krenel, and the grip ring, they can climb up Krenel to that beanstalk. So that beanstalk could be where logical progression is at this point.
And the quicker you need to get there, the better it will be for the runners.
Yeah, one of the things that they will be thinking about if they decide to do that is, where is the cane? Because if they don't get the cane, but they find something else like the gust jar, the light arrows, or the cape, they could be able to go to Cave of Flames the long way, which is very slow.
Do you go to Cave of Flames when it's not required? If you're not last
I don't,
it?
But everyone knows me. I don't touch Cave of Flames with a 12-foot pole.
Okay, so that's our shield. It's not very useful.
We are seeing, though, that Mashi is going to be the first one to head into Deepwood.
And be keylocked. So we'll have to leave.
I think when Huffpuff picks up when Huffpuff picks up the grip ring, they're going to head over to Krenel. That's what I would do if I was Huffpuff right now.
Yeah, because you don't know if you'll be the only one with it. But it looks like he's not doing it.
Huffpuff will definitely feel ahead for doing Simon that early and getting the spin attack.
Okay, he's...
Yeah, one of the things these are all very, very experienced racers, and they all know how to take advantage of an advantage and doing plays which could give you an advantage, and when to recognize that. So yeah, Huffpuff definitely recognizes that they've got the spin attack, and they definitely know that it's unlikely that other people have it as quickly as they have. So they're going to continue with this path.
If there's a ghost jar on the beanstalk, it's very good for them.
Yeah, definitely. Any gust jar or something that will eventually lock the gust jar being here on Krenel is a huge advantage for Huffpuff.
Okay, I don't know if Flippers being spin lock is good or not. Because the more things are open before you need the spin, the longer Huffpuff will have an advantage.
Right, we see the Tingle Trophy and the boss key on Mashi's side here in Deepwood. There's one more check left to get. If this is not a small key, then there is nothing here in Deepwood. On this first trip at least, and everyone's going to have to come back when they eventually find the Gust Jar. Meanwhile, we see Huffpuff is climbing up the wall. They are right before the beanstalk. Yeah, there is no small key in the entrance of Deepwood, so Mashi's going to leave, and everyone else that's here in Deepwood isn't going to find anything. Yeah, Mashi's even opting to do this.
That's an ocarina.
Yeah, that is an ocarina. That is such a huge advantage for Huffpuff. The ocarina saves so much time. Being able to fast travel around the world.
I may be thinking about climbing right now, because I have that ocarina.
Yeah, Huffpuff is going to check one more check here. They're going to go into this rain path and get the chest. But they don't have the items needed to continue to the next dungeon, so they're going to have to quick warp.
Okay, they're going to do lower Quennel, looks like.
Yeah, that bomb bag was incredibly good for Huffpuff as well. That's the only
bomb bag.
Yeah.
You don't have extra bomb bags.
I think everyone else is going to get last locationed into Simon, though.
Mashi is doing Simon.
Yeah, I don't think Mashi has much left, and I think everyone
Yeah,
else knows the same.
I don't think they have much left anyway.
Yeah, so this isn't such a huge advantage for Huffpuff as we were thinking, because everyone...
I think it's all Mashi has left, actually.
Yeah, I think it is all that is left. If they found something in Deepwood, which gave them a red herring quest that, like, or something like the Flippers, and they went off somewhere else doing stuff, and all of that turned out to still be junk, they would be even further behind than where Huffpuff is. But because that's not the case, they all can have the opportunity to catch up to Huffpuff. Yeah, Huffpuff has been doing a few more checks here on Krenel. I think the last couple that they have is over in this bottom left area. There's a handful of checks over in this area. If you have something like the Cape, this becomes much faster.
Oh, that's right. Earthpath has very full access now.
Yeah, Huffpuff should definitely go to Vale Falls here, but they're just being cautious about their routing here, and they feel like they're ahead, so they're going to be a little bit more thorough here and get some of these checks here in Lower Krenel. We may see some of the other racers decide to skip Lower Krenel to try and feel like they're catching up by rushing to Vale Falls, but Huffpuff isn't in the situation that they have to do that.
That cave is 3 checks.
Yeah, we see one of them.
Yeah, you may as well do it.
And there are 2 remaining chests in this area. They have to turn Minish.
And after that, you can just leave. Oh, you have lake access now.
Yes, with the Ocarina. There's not too much they can do in Lake, because to be able to traverse the lake, they need Flippers or Cape.
Yeah, I think all they can do is the Wallet Cave in Syringe.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they can do. But we are seeing all of the remaining racers pick up their spin attacks since they were last locationing them. And they're going to be heading up Krenel and following in Huffpuff's footsteps. Yeah, Huffpuff got that other chest here, and they're going to get one more chest here in Krenel before they've cleared everything, and they can head towards Vale Falls. Mashi's nearly completely caught up if they decide to just go directly to Vale Falls after this. No, Huffpuff's staying.
What is Huffpuff doing?
I don't think they...
No, but he doesn't have a shield.
Did they not? Oh, I don't think they did the fairy. They didn't do the Great Fairy, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, they didn't do either of these checks here. But Mashi is opting to go directly back to town. This is just a Vale Falls rush. Yeah. So Mashi is going to be the first person into Vale Falls because Huffpuff has spent all of their time checking Krenel and not found anything from it. There's another spin attack. Not a spin attack, but another scroll. It's a different scroll. We don't know what scroll it is. It could be Rock Breaker, or Dash Attack, or Down Strike. It could be one of those 3 because they're all that color.
You need all the scrolls in order to get to Swift later first.
Yeah.
Since there's no extra.
Yeah, just like in the vanilla game where you have to go around to all of the dojos and get the the upgrades from them to be able to go to Swiftblade. It's the same in these settings. You have to get every single one of the sword upgrades. All right, we're going to see Mashi go into this cave here in Vale Falls. Oh, there's a cave!
Yeah, you can go back to Quenelle now.
Yeah, do you, though? Do you go to Cave of Flames
No,
here? Is that the play?
That's 6 quick checks.
Cane is an interesting item here, because it opens up a lot of decision-making and choices you can make. Cane,
Yeah,
there's
Cane opens, like, after checks in the game.
Yeah, they can do stuff in town. Town wouldn't be a good... it wouldn't be a bad option right now. They can do a lot of the Minish-sized things in town.
You can cross a river. Yeah, you can do a good fair. You can do a good fair of checks in town.
The dog automatically moves out the way as soon as you pick up the cane, so you don't need to turn Minish to cross the river. But...
Cloud tops without mids.
They're just getting one chest here. That's all they're doing, and they've got the ocarina, so they can leave. Yeah.
Without mids or cave, you can do more.
More things the cane does is they can go to lower Vale Falls, and there's some things in Lon Lon Ranch as well. There's that Minish Crack in Lon Lon Ranch. There's the Orphan Fairy. They could even do the glide through Lon Lon Ranch to get to North Minish Woods before they get the Flippers and the Cape.
That's in logic.
That is in logic. It's a bit slow, so they may decide not to do that. I wouldn't be surprised to see someone warp to Lake to just check the wallet cave there and push the boulder in Lon Lon Ranch. Especially after picking up the cane, because you can also get the Minish Crack that's there in Lon Lon, and you can take that into lower Vale Falls. But the downside to going to that.
Sword.
Oh, did we see a green sword?
Yeah, in school.
Yeah, Mashi's checking the school. Yeah, this is the most obvious thing to do with the cane right now, is to go to school. Stay in school, kids.
It's also... Oh, you can check Tingle now. No, you can't. Because Tingle is cursed jaw locked.
Yeah, Mashi's setting the quick warp in the south entrance of town before they're going to go into the cafe. Yeah, they're going to go for the cafe roof. It was junk in the shop, wasn't it?
Yeah. In the back, I'm not sure.
It was just a bunch of rupees.
In the front, it was 3 rupees.
Yep, we don't see Mashi falling down to get that item.
Have we seen Juliet's?
I believe we did. I can't remember what it was. I think it was junk. Nimbus has... They use the bombs to go to the Bellari area of Minish Village. Minish Woods, and they hit the Wind Crest there, and then they came back here because they remembered that they got the shield there. But what all of these runners did before Deepwood is they saved before going into Minish Village, which sets their save point at the entrance of Minish Woods. We saw Nimbus and Mashi do this, but Huffpuff hasn't been to Deepwood, and Nesman hasn't either. And Nesman did do Deepwood, but they just walked out. But Mashi and Nimbus saved well in advance, so that when they got junk in Deepwood, they just reset their games, just removing everything that they did from their save file, and then just reloaded that save file.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, if it's that good. Because you still need to pick the small key again and make the barrel turn again.
Yeah, I'm not sure because the shield was found as well, but they knew that the shield was in Minish Village, so they just remembered where that was. But yeah, on Nimbus's side, we saw the bow and we saw Mashi picking it up again. Mashi also picking it up. But on Huffpuff's side, we're seeing that Lon play being made, where you glide through Lon Ranch to get to North Minish Woods. So they checked out the Gorn caves and there wasn't anything in there. Is this play going to be worth it? There's 2 remaining checks. There's Syrup's Hut, which doesn't have anything. There's 1 chest left.
Well, it also opens this the cave once you have mitts. If you get mitts before Cape or Flippers, then you can access it this way. So we still can't tell if it was a white player or not. And we're seeing a fountain.
We seeing a fountain? Oh, sorry, the... who's doing fountain?
Mashi has split the... Oh, maybe not.
Yeah,
okay.
We see runners do that all the time. They will use their bottle... They'll bottle some water and dump it on the fireplace. Just to... There are like 3 things in this game that require using... Or there's 4 things that require using a bottle. There's Juliet's fireplace. There's the fireplace on the way to the fountain. There's
so you can use a ferry afterwards.
And then there's the 2 beans in Mount Crenel as well. Yeah, so they're just making sure that they do... If they need to do all of those things with the bottle, they do it nice and early. And then if they don't need to use their bottle anymore, then it's a backup ferry that they can put in there for the rest of the run in case they die.
Yeah, that's actually smart.
Especially in reduced item pool when you're not guaranteed to be picking up many heart pieces.
And you're guaranteed to not pick any more bottles.
Yes, definitely. You're not going to be able to get a spare bottle to put a fairy in. Yeah, our runners are, like, we see Nesmond still on 4 hearts, and other people are on 5.
And that's with not skipping hearts, because you can't really allow yourself to skip hearts.
Yeah, in these settings, you just can't skip hearts either, because you know that if there's something on Waveblade, the 10 heart item reward, then you have to get every single heart. Imagine if there's a sword on there. They can't afford to miss the sword, because these settings are ped finish, which means that they just need to go to the pedestal with the required items to do so, and then they finish. The only items that are required to do that in these settings are 4 sword, which is getting all of the swords, and 2 elements. So they just need to be able to complete 2 dungeons and just have the items required to be able to beat those 2 dungeons. Right, it does look like everyone is just retracing each other's steps. Is there any clear indication where progression could be from this point? We haven't seen anything too crazy yet, have we? I think we're looking for that red sword now.
What checks haven't we seen?
I'm not too sure. Fountain?
Yeah, I think that's
Is it? There's the underneath the school. They can use their bombs to do that.
They Huffpuff did it.
Oh, yeah, we saw Huffpuff. Nesmond's going to Cave of Flames. Yeah, I guess it's Cave of Flames. And we saw Mashi enter Cave of Flames as well and check the visible items there. I think that's it. I think it's literally those... Oh, have we seen the scrubs?
One, at least.
Which was the Trilby one?
Yeah, we've seen at least the Trilby one. And Nessman checked all of Krenol and it had the shield, so I would guess you checked it.
Yeah, I expect him to have also checked that. We're not sure, but probably.
Huff didn't have his shield, so we didn't check it.
That is... Yeah, Huff picks up their green sword that we saw Mashi get earlier. But Mashi did not want to do more of Cave of Flames. They decided to head over to the overworld to do some more checks. But Nesman is making their way through Cave of Flames. Nesman had seemed to be trailing behind everyone else a little bit, but now looks like they're ahead and will be delving deep into Cave of Flames and be the first to find whatever the progression item in here is going to be.
Yeah, unless it's Flippers in Fountain. Yeah, the thing is, in Fountain, you can't do all 3 checks. You need to leave one.
Yeah, so there's 3. We can see what one is at the entrance, which you can only collect with the cape, which they don't have. They can get one with the cane. They can do a fight with the Moldozers to get that. But then another one is located in a back room that they have to pass over some water, so they either need the cape to jump over the gap or get their flippers to swim across. So that's in their minds right now. They don't want to commit to going to Fountain, which is a long trek there. They don't want to have to commit to doing that twice because they have to come back later when they eventually find the cape or the flippers.
Unless cape or flippers, or both, are there?
I have seen a cape in Fountain before. That is not fun.
Well, I've played a scene in which the only progression was flippers in Fountain. It also was a plentiful seed. Weekly.
There had to be other flippers, right? Was that the only... That was forced progression?
No, that was all that was available.
Oh. Yeah, okay, sometimes plentiful isn't exactly nice. I think...
Yeah, the way plentiful works in this game is that it places extra items, and it doesn't matter where it places them. You can get 2 items on ped, without ped items on.
Yeah.
That has happened.
We've had 8 rounds of this tournament, so there's been quite a few rounds that have had plentiful on, so everyone's quite used to what happens with plentiful in some cases.
Because the very sad part about not having flippers is that you can't do cocos.
Yeah, no one's rushing cuckoos because we got no item to be able to get them. Oh! Nesman! Is it... I mean, nearly, but he's going for it! He's going for the speedrun strat! Finally! Yeah. Nesman! He didn't use the bombs! Oh, I'm so glad for Nesman.
Nothing in the first half of Cave of Flames.
Yeah, nothing in the first half. I'm fully expecting Nesman to just full clear.
Yeah, at this point you full clear.
Yeah,
you've committed to it.
I'm really surprised Mashi is back in Deepwood. They should know that it's Gust Jar locked and they can't get anything else.
They're
literally just rushing to get that boss key.
You can't get the boss key. Yeah, you can get the boss key. Yeah,
Meshi remembers what the
Tingle
boss key
trophy.
is.
Yeah,
It's in the
Tingle
big.
trophy was on the freestanding.
Yeah, they saw the Tingle trophy, but they can't
yeah,
get
you can
that.
get the extra check here under the.
Oh, the bomb! Yeah, they can use bombs to
But
blow
that's
up the
one
dust.
check. That's
That
a
is
single
very
check.
bold. That is very bold from Meshi. Meshi's not doing that though.
Probably.
Okay, now they're
Yeah,
switching
it's-
to the. Okay.
That's a single check though.
Oh my
Ooh.
god!
Okay, that could be big.
Dude, that's the Karlov medal that opens 3 checks in town. One of the houses in there. That could be huge. But yeah, they're gonna grab their big key here and then head back out.
That's.
I
very
feel
good
very
for
bad
Huff.
for. I feel bad for Nimbus. This is good for Huffpuff because they haven't been to Deepwood yet, so when they go, they can get that on their first trip. Nimbus save scummed Deepwood, so they have to.
Did Nesman got flippers?
Nesman got the flippers in Cave of Flames.
Yeah, we're so focused on Mashi, we didn't see the flippers on Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Which is it required? No, it may not be required.
It could possibly not. If Meshi finds something here on by handing in the Karlov medal, there's we got these 3 chests. The first 2 are junk. Oh, it's all junk.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. What if there's nothing else in Cave of Flame, and the progression is in Fountain behind the flippers?
Yeah, I could see Nesman going to Fountain next because, well, possibly not. The Fountain, they can check everything. They'll be able to get 2 of the items and then see the visible item.
Because you know that nobody else has flippers, right?
Possibly, or you go for things that are flippers locked, like...
Okay, did Nesman do a map check?
I don't think Nesman has done a map check.
Okay, that explains it.
All the other racers have marked their elements on their personal trackers, so they know what is what, element-wise, dungeon element-wise. But Nesman hasn't got that marked. Maybe they looked at it and are just remembering and forgot to mark it, which they do on occasion. Forget what dungeons are required. They're going for Gleerock. This could just be a. Oh, I forgot that this wasn't an element.
Yeah, or I never checked because I'm Nesman.
If I was Nesman, I would also just like let my random instincts guide where I go. It works for them. Let's just say that. Yeah, we're seeing everyone's now on Mount Krenel. They're all going to be slowly making their way into Cave of Flames if they're not already in there.
Well, these flippers open a lot.
I'm suspecting that when Huffpuff gets into the basement area, because the flippers were the first 2 chests before they got to the lava platforms. They may just hit the red warp there and then leave. Because riding the lava platforms is very slow if you don't have the cape.
You don't leave after the blue warp, right?
No, not the blue warp. But they don't have anything.
Yeah, they have done everything else.
Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have any items from Cave of Flames yet, so they need to stay here until they find something. I'm very disappointed in Huffpuff.
He
I'm
doesn't
just judging
pressure.
everyone's Spiky 2 fight. Oh, Desmond's probably thinking to themselves right now, it's like, maybe this wasn't the right play. That would have been an element if they checked the map. Yep, there's the compass.
It can still be a vanilla sword on Milari.
Yeah, there could be. Last chance for Nesman.
Oh
God!
Yeah. That's probably not required,
That's
but
not necessarily required.
That's so huge. That's so huge.
We could see people finishing that don't ever get that cape. That is Flippers and Cape locked behind Cave of Flames. Non-element Cave of Flames, be it that.
Never check your elements.
Yeah, just don't. Why do you need to check elements? Just go to the dungeons that are open. Forehead.
Why check your elements when you're Nesman?
Hey, I rolled the seed. So actually, I'm kind of glad that I couldn't have possibly raced on this seed.
Okay, what's gonna be next? An item on Percy?
I have no idea what Nesman should do now. I guess.
Okay, that's Sword
Oh
Beam
no!
was clear plus.
That's a ban point as well.
Yes.
Because they have to do the lava basement without the cape in order to get the cape.
No, because it's on Gleerock. And that's also doing Gleerock. No, Gleerock isn't required.
Gleerock's not required. Because they could take the flippers and then go... Because only 2 elements are required.
We don't know for now if it's required.
If a gust jar and a golden kinstone or a sword are locked behind a cape, then yeah. A swamp kinstone. But yeah, no, this isn't a ban point because what Huffpuffs are doing here is they're going directly to Gleerock, gonna beat Gleerock, get that cape, and then do the lava basement. So they're gonna save a little bit of time over Nesman because Nesman had to go the slow way through. Yeah, Nesma's doing a bunch of stuff here in town, but Lake's fully open. They got both the items which open up Lake. Droplets has a ton of stuff in there that they can go and do. They've got the lantern, so they can do a lot of stuff in the lava base, in the dark maze.
They can also do
the rupee paths.
They can do the best check in the game now, which is Cuckoos.
Yep. Alright, Nimbus is up to go for the quick kill strat here. Ooh, they nearly did it perfectly, but there's definitely the best we've seen so far. Yeah, they were a little bit slow and didn't kill the top left guy, but luckily the timing on that meant that it jumped in to the second spin attack and killed itself. But that second spin attack only stunned one of the bottom guys and didn't kill it. But that was still a fast fight. Yeah.
Okay, that's one. That's a ghost jar.
Pop is just laughing maniacally at the moment.
Yeah, imagine if I went to Fountain before Gale of Flames.
Yeah, okay, Nesman is in. Yeah, Nesman is in the fountain at the moment.
Ghost
Yes,
jar isn't required.
Wait, where was the gust jar?
It was on the cape check in Fountain.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah, so Gleerock
yeah,
was
Gleerock may be required.
possibly. There's still the option of doing Mazao and Octo,
I say may.
depending on where the swords are and where the mitts and Swampkin stones are.
You can do.
You can use flippers to get
Octo
to.
is Gleerock locked.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, so
That is
Gleerock is 100% required.
yeah. I'm not supposed to be getting ban points.
No, because that's a meme point, not a bind point.
Oh,
If you don't want to get meme points, just don't roll seeds.
you know the funny thing is, well, actually, no. Sean's going to be doing the rolling the seed for tomorrow. But originally, it was going to have to be me because I was the only person that could, because I don't have to do the race tomorrow. Whereas everyone else entered into the tournament does have to. Yeah, we're seeing Huffpuff and Nesman both do Lake out of logic checks without the boots. Normally you need the boots to bash into the tree to be able to turn Minish, but they are jumping down from the ledge that they fly to from the ocarina so that they don't have to. Nimbus has left Cave of Flames before fighting Gleerock and without the cape.
Yeah, the
We're
worst
gonna
part.
have to go back there.
Yeah, Mashi's. The worst part is that it's not a bad play.
Oh no, she's also doing that as well. This is one of those race deciding things. Huffpuff and Nesman have a clear advantage here from making the play to go and fight Gleerock and get the cape. I can't believe the flippers were a red herring. So everyone who's picked up the flippers and thought, oh, that's my progression, and left immediately is paying the consequences. Yeah, I'll see with Sean's. Wonder if Sean's gonna see this. But they have to roll a similar seeds to what this is. We are seeing a Cuckoo game, though, from Nimbus. Yeah, we see we've got 3 people in Temple of Droplets at the moment. Yeah, Mashi just did the first rupee path, and there was a small key there, but not much else. It looked like it was all junk. So they're going to continue on the right path through the dark maze.
Mashi doesn't have cape.
Yeah, no, Mashi's in the same situation as Nimbus. It's quite dire for them. They have to.
Yeah,
it's going to be really
Huffpuff and
painful for them.
Nesman have.
Yeah, both Huffpuff and Nesman do. Huffpuff
doing
curiously is doing left side. This is very odd.
Can fully right side.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're doing this. Because if you do right side,
He's doing underwater pots.
he's just going for the underwater pot, which is very curious because you can check if this is a small key or not by doing the right hand side, and then you never have to come here. Yeah, he could have.
Why are you doing the exact same?
I don't understand what these two are doing.
Okay, no, Nesman at least is using the lily pad.
Yeah, okay. Nesman's play makes a little bit more sense. But I still don't understand why they're not doing what Mashi's doing, which is you do the right-hand path and do the dark maze. At the end of the dark maze, they can use the cape to hop over the gap and then get the blue warp and then check all of the other items that are on the left-hand side through a shortcut. They don't have the red sword. Yeah, it's shorter. Everyone knows it's faster to do it that way. Huffpuff's now going that side.
Oh, Nesman is the only one with the ghost jar, so FF couldn't have done that.
Oh, yes, of course. Huffpuff could have still gone to check the pot item by the way that they're going at the moment. They could have still checked it that way. But when they get to the end of the dark maze, they will have picked up enough small keys to know that there is a small key in the underwater pot by just knowing that there are only a certain number of checks in this dungeon that can have the small keys, because the small keys can't be locked behind locked doors.
Well, if you've done right side, the only place the key could be is the underwater pots.
Yeah. Yeah, so Mashi's going to have 3 small keys here. They haven't opened any locked doors. When they get the remaining checks here, and none of these are going to be small keys, they're going to know, oh, the underwater pot has a small key. And they're never going to have to go and get that, because if you open the doors in the right manner, you can avoid opening one of them. So you can just minimize one of the small keys you have to use by one. But yeah, Cape has been found, and it was on Malari after beating Gleerock. The flippers were found directly before that in Cave of Flames. So we saw Nimbus and Mashi go into Cave of Flames, get the flippers and leave, but Huffpuff and Nesman stayed, fought Gleerock and got the cape.
And got Molmits.
Nesman found the Molmits.
Yeah. Nesman found the Molmits.
Huffpuff will get those. Huffpuff will get them. Mashi won't be able to because they don't have the cape.
Not the ghost jar.
Yes. So that is both the mitts and the gust jar that are locked behind cape. Honestly, it's for the best. It's for the best that there are as few items locked behind, as many items locked behind the cape as possible. So they're forced to go there for Mashi and Nimbus to be able to catch up from this point. They can't. Like, the flippers was a terrible item to find because it's a complete red herring. All of the things that they're going to find is just drawing them away from the way they actually need to go, which is Gleerock. Yeah, Mashi has nothing else left to do here in in Temple of Droplets, but Huffpuff can make this jump across and hit the blue warp. And we see Nesman kind of overtook Huffpuff here by doing the left side first. It's a little bit faster to get to the blue warp initially, But the thing is, they've not checked anything on the Dark Maze. So if they now go to the Dark Maze, they are it's going to be much slower for them. But if Nesman decides to not do the Dark Maze here, they're just going to hop across the gap here, check these, and then leave. This could be really good for Nesman.
Looks like he is. No, he's going. Oh, he's doing the back.
Yeah, this makes sense. You do the one check that's here. Cane Bottle Spin was really early.
Kane was in Puddle Cave. Spin was at Simon, but it was pretty much checked. Yeah, Simon was very early to the last location.
You had to get the beginning of the seed started out. They got an early bottle. The lantern was their first item, which led to the first sword on Link's Puddle Cave. Then with that sword, you need to fight Simon to get the spin attack from them. Then you can go... You also get the grip ring from Lon Lon Ranch Pot. That lets you go to Mount Crenel and climb up the wall to the beanstalk that had the ocarina and the bomb bag. Then the bomb bag lets them go up Veil Falls. There was also a Veil Falls Kinstone really early as well. But yeah, on Veil Falls they found the cane.
That's a cane.
Yeah, and the cane locked their other sword. And then you had to take the cane to Cave of Flames to get the cape on Glee Rock. And there was also the red herring flippers found right before. Yeah, both Huff Puff and Nesman doing Hype Cave. Sword in a Hype Cave. We haven't seen one yet. There could be.
We know there's dog food because Nesman has picked it. Well,
Yeah.
we already knew about it. But no, we can see what's on dog food.
So for the tournament, everyone that's in this match at the moment, we have 5 people entered, 4 people on Restream, 1 we couldn't fit on Restream. Everyone here finished joint second. There are 2 places available in this match, so anyone that finishes first or second will progress to the finals. Tomorrow is the wildcard match, where all remaining competitors, including anyone that loses today, will be entered into a match where there's 1 place available. Roughly 20 people could enter, and they will earn the 4th and final place for the finals. And best luck to them, because whoever wins tomorrow is playing me.
In Fire Rod.
The finals will be more complicated, but there is a drafting system in place for choosing settings. Which will be very interesting.
Nice man, go check dog food. Okay, Nesman hasn't activated the Wind Quest at Improve, so it looks like it's where it's going.
Yeah, Zorza, do we want to schedule our match already? Because you're obviously going to win tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Are you all available next Sunday?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll put it in the Google Doc right now. Just wait a few seconds.
I think the only person that I'm guaranteed to not be playing against is Sean. Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally the only person that I could not be playing against is Sean.
Why is that? Oh.
Because anyone could lose this match and win the wildcard tomorrow.
Yeah, Sean is on racing tomorrow. And that's a Cloudtops in town digging.
We saw Nimbus try and do Cuckoos earlier, but then they didn't do it and bailed. Did they do it again?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they just left. So Mashi is going to be the first person we see actually do Cuckoos. Nesman is going to be making use of that Gusture and heading into Deepwood Shrine. They can full clear it, and they can get the element from it.
Oh no, Mashi.
Oh,
Oh
Mashi.
no.
Oh, that's two people we've seen had to fail the Cuckoo game. Huffpuff is going to be using their mitts and their cape to go through Cloudtops.
Mashi is getting his Gusture.
Mashi can't get the Gusture because they'll be able to see it.
Right. Yeah.
They'll see that it's cape locked, and they're going to just.
Information is still very big.
It's just going to make them incredibly mad when they do Gleerock. Because they'll be like, that locks my Gusture. I think that's some of the worst items that you can have locked behind Gleerock. If you go into Cave of Flames and the cape and the Gusture are locked behind it, because both of those items help you speed up Cave of Flames. The Gusture is really useful for fighting the Helmasaurs, and the cape. There is our red sword for Huffpuff. Oh, we're approaching the hour mark, and we've only just found the red sword.
Yeah,
that is a very late one.
Getting his first elements.
Yeah,
after
Nesmond
almost
is
1 hour.
Yeah, the only person to have got an element so far, nearly an hour in.
Yeah, good thing these are quick settings.
Yeah, we were joking before this. It was like we could be done in an hour if if the items are placed early.
Imagine if the race is finished before the restream starts. But no, that didn't happen. And hello, Raiders.
Welcome to our Raiders from ZSR2. We've got Minish Cap today. We've got the Tiebreaker match. This is everyone that's finished joint second place. There are 2 places available to find out who's going to be in the top 3. Yeah, we've got 5 people entered into this race, and we've got 4 of them on Restream. Currently, Huffpuff and Nesman have a noticeable advantage by having the cape, and Nesman has the Gusture that is also locked behind the cape, and the Huffpuff has the red sword that's also locked behind the cape. The cape is locked behind the Gleerock boss, which neither Mashi nor Nimbus has done. They decided to leave that dungeon early and not do it. And they're going to get last locations and not be able to do anything else and have to head back to Gleerock at some point.
Because Gleerock isn't an element.
Yes, also these settings are 2 element ped with 4 sword, which means that out of the 4 dungeons that have elements, they only need to pick 2 of them that they want to do. But with that, Huffpuff has got their red sword and can head to Western Woods, an absolute treasure trove of items.
They can skip Percy now.
Yeah, skip Percy. Don't get the item that's
and
lost.
Don't push the boulder.
Yeah, Huffpuff does not check one of the items here in Western Woods with a passion. They refuse to do so ever.
2. It's 2 items.
Oh, there are 2 items here. Oh, yeah, they just threw a bomb in that direction. Like, no, I'm not going to go there. So, Huffpuff has just forfeited their win, because there is definitely going to be something behind that. He's doing it again! He's throwing another bomb!
Nimbus is going back to...
Keep memeing, Huffpuff. Throw away your win.
Nimbus is going back to Gleebrook, but he knows where the ghost jar is.
I don't know if Nimbus is last locationing.
He just went to Fountain, so at least he knows.
I'm pretty sure Nimbus hasn't done... No, I think Nimbus has last locationed here. And Mashi has as well. These runners are all at a high caliber, so they are able to clear the game at roughly similar speeds. So yeah, we are both seeing Mashi and Nimbus last location at the same time, basically. And
well, it's a good thing.
It's good that
they know where the ghost jar is. Huffpuff doesn't, because he has so many open.
Yeah. This is not looking as good for Huffpuff. Huffpuff looked like they did have an advantage for a while, since they were the first person to find their spin attack. But, yeah, not heading to Fountain.
But he can get a blue sword.
There is a blue sword. Is that Gust Jar required, though?
No, it's not.
If they find another golden kinstone, if they find all of their remaining kinstones, they're in go mode. And a sword.
They can beat Octo.
They can beat Octo without the Gust Jar as well, so they would just need to find one Swamp Kinstone.
But it depends on where the plus. Because if that sword is Gust Jar locked, like
also, is it me, or is that can we just rename that chest to the blue sword chest? Because we always get the blue sword in there.
No, last time I got a full sword there.
Well, it's because you got another swords incorrectly. You did it in the wrong order. You were supposed to go to there first.
It seems like there's always a sword there.
Yeah, that is the sword chest in Swamp. Oh, there's always a sword there.
Oh wait, I know where the fourth one is. It's in the very fountain at Royal Crypts, because there's always a fourth one in.
Yeah, it's
fountain.
either there or it's on the Gibdo in the entrance of Royal Crypt.
What if it's on King?
Oh, it can't be on King. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, the Ghost King. It could be.
Yeah.
That would be exceedingly horrible.
That would be amazing.
Oh, Nimbus is not happy. He's just giving Malari some slashes. Yeah, I don't think Mashi or Nimbus are going to feel happy about this at all. We're going to see a hiking play by Huffpuff.
Well, at least Nimbus is getting his Ghost Jar.
Yeah, I think they're both just going to rush to their Gust Jar. There's no point in putting that off. Nesma's not been getting too much else done. Like, I think they just need to head to Cloudtops to get that red sword. Yeah, Nesman has been getting a lot of checks done in the meantime while Huffpuff's been in Western Woods. So it really does look like they have to go up Cloud Tops. Not sure what else they have. Oh yeah, they picked up that Karlov medal from in Deepwood, but as we saw from Mashi earlier, it was junk.
Oh, and we sing Tingle now.
Yeah, that is also junk. We saw the Tingle Trophy in Deepwood as well. Both Deepwood had both Tingle Trophy and Karlov medal. But Huffpuff has been doing hiking. They've done all of the checks here. I don't think there was anything. There's one last item here.
And that's
Oh my god.
That's no mode.
Yeah, that is.
You can beat Octo.
Yeah, you can just beat Octo
Quintu.
and be done.
Well, FF needs to go to Fountain, but that's it.
This seed sucks.
Is hiking a meme point? I hope it is.
Hiking's not mean points. Yeah, as soon as Huffpuff finds the Gust Jar in the fountain, they're in go mode.
Or a third castle? Or a fifth Cloud Tops?
Yeah.
Wait.
Did they?
Yeah, they have 4 bracelets.
Yeah, they can. There's one of 3 items that they could find now to be in go mode.
And
Would
we
they
knew
do that? I think they may not do Deepwood. That will be a very slow go mode if they find a Kinstone. Now, because having to do Octo.
Percy?
Yeah, it's such a shame that they're not going to find that Kinstone on Percy. The Swamp Kinstone. They're just going to. No, they're gonna find the last Cloud Tops Kinstone here in Shawn Cave.
So Nesman is getting his red sword.
Yeah, there's red sword. So the remaining swords for them all to find are
Both.
The red sword in Cloud
Yeah,
Tops.
both wearing Castor whites.
Yes, the sword chest in Castor, the one chest that's just out in the open in the middle of the area, and then at the end of hiking. Why has so much happened in the last 10 minutes? Because, 10 minutes ago, when we were hitting the hour mark, Nesman was the only person to get, their first element done, and also
in no mode.
Huffpuff found the red sword, and then now we're just, we're in no mode. Yeah, I guess that's just what Western Woods does. When it gets delayed this long, it has to just have everything.
Western Woods didn't even have everything. Both swords were in Castor.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you could say it's Western Woods.
It's when we mean Western Woods, we mean being locked by
Red Sword.
Red Sword. Yeah, Nimbus and Mashi, well, Nimbus and Mashi are both full clearing the basement of Deepwood. We saw Nesman clear this, and there wasn't anything here.
Is it fountain? No, it's not fountain. That's the basement of Keeper's Cave.
We saw Flipper's Cave, the basement of the
but
library.
F is in Flipper's Cave. It's not.
Oh, yeah. We saw this from Nimbus and Mashi. That there wasn't anything, and from Nesman, I think everyone else has been here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen any kinstones from anyone else that Huffpuff hasn't found.
Well, we'll see when soon enough.
Nesman's doing it. Nesman's gonna find what's on Percy. Right, first item. Just 200 rupees. Second item.
Always skip Percy.
Is junk. Huffpuff redeemed again. Surely he can't keep getting away with it.
Well, all Nesman needs is to full pick caster and he's in go mode.
So the always skip Percy meme originated because there was a bug that meant that when the randomizer randomized a item that it thought was giving to Percy, the data address it was overwriting wasn't for Percy. It was for something else. It was just junk, really. So, when you actually went and talked to Percy, it would always give you what the vanilla item was, which is, it is normally it's normally 100 shells in the vanilla game, but because shells get removed in this, they get automatically replaced with rupees. So it was 100 rupees, or a big blue rupee. So we noticed this because every single time we did Percy, we'd always get a big blue rupee, and then we found a seed that was unbeatable, and was like, wait, where was progression? Progression was on Percy, but Percy had a big blue rupee. So then that's how we figured out that Percy was bugged and had to get fixed. So we told everyone, skip Percy, it's got junk. But that's been fixed recently. Well, not recently, it was a while back.
It was at least 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while back that got fixed. It was like spring 2020, I believe, off the top of my head.
I think it was before that.
It was like January, February 2020, I want to say. That's roughly when I remember it happening. Yes, which that time was before the first season. We are seeing Nesman in Caster at the moment.
All
they got their blue sword.
Hiking.
If they do hiking, they're in go mode. Wait, Nesman found another bow as well. Oh, both Huffpuff and Nesman got that.
Nesman have 2 bows. That's really useful.
Yeah, the light arrows are useful early on because they let you break the small trees to get out of where, get past Link's house.
That's literally the only reason it's still.
And also,
reduced item pool.
And also, on the way to Cave of Flames, you can break some pots with it as well to be able to jump over a gap.
Nesman, no! Nesman, please.
Oh, Nesman! Nesman's not getting their full sword. They are
Yeah.
skipping hiking.
Yeah, he's gonna beat Octo, at least.
Huff is going for Octo.
Nesman needs to.
And Nesman is at the same time. Then Nesman is just going to be full sword for go mode. Yep, the fifth racer is Orkney. We have no idea what pace they're at or what items they've collected. We will be informed in the stream chat if they finish. That it will pop up saying that they finished in first place, or if they finish before anyone else on stream. Yeah, Huff basically knows at this point that Octo is guaranteed going to be part of their go mode plan. They can't not do this unless they get Gust Jar.
It's not required, but it's
Maybe
Mazan is a bit faster.
It's their fastest way. It could, yeah, that's the only thing that could be faster is they find the Gust Jar and the Castor Wildkin Stone. We know that's not going to happen. He doesn't know that, so he's opting to do Octo, because if he finds the Castor Wildkin Stone, the last Swampkin Stone, yeah, he can go and do Mazao, but we won't see him going to Fountain and getting that Gust Jar from that point on, because he's gonna do Octo and that and be in go mode. But they don't know that. They could think that the Gust Jar could be in Fortress, and then they find that, and then they can do that. That could have been something they thought about, but they decided that Octo is the obvious choice here.
Yeah, maybe they're just doing it for thinking. And being like, okay, what can I do now after this?
Maybe Octo has their last Kinstone.
Yeah, that could happen.
Possibly. Maybe Octo has the boots, like it always does, so we can't do the Minip. This is one of my seeds, after all.
Can any of these runners Manip?
Mashi can. I believe. I can't remember if they've practiced it or not. Yeah, Orkney volunteered out of their own goodness to not be the one on restream, so make sure to give them a follow. And also give all of the other racers on this on Restream a follow as well. If you fancy watching Minish Cap content, they do races of Minish Cap often. And follow me and Zorza as well. We also do Minish Cap stuff sometimes.
Yeah, you can follow me, but I stream never.
Yeah, don't follow Bluesy. He streams way too often. You just hit the follow button twice. Yep, just like with zombies, you've got to double tap to make it count.
If you already follow someone, how many times do you hit the follow button?
An odd number of times.
Okay.
Oh, poor Nimbus had to do Blue Chew. Got nothing from it. We're seeing both Nesman and Huffpuff in Octo at the same time.
The difference is that Nesman is going to get knowing because it's Nesman.
Yeah, that's the thing with Octo. Because they're definitely not doing a manip right now, they are... the final stage is RNG that determines whether or not they... what pattern they get. Yeah, ink cycles. There are 3 possibilities of how many inks you can get. You can either get 0, where they just fire 3 rocks immediately. You can get 1 ink, or you can get 2 ink, or you can get more if you're bad.
So first two cycle, the first 2 phase.
Oh my god, Huffpuff got 0 ink.
So first 2 phases are always the same.
Yeah, the first 2 cycles are the same, but this final one that Huffpuff just did was random. And the one Nesman's about to do now is also random. We're going to see. But each ink cycle loses about 30 seconds.
It seems, it feels like 30 hours.
Nesman got at least 1 ink so far. 0 ink is rather... I don't want to say rather rare, because the last stream I did, I got all 0 inks on all of my runs, which was insanely lucky. But it's less than a third. It's not an even distribution between them.
The good thing about Octo is that you can manipulate his RNG to get no ink.
Oh my lord. I'm sorry, something's exploding in the race room right now. I'm not going to spoil this for anyone, but just stay tuned for the remaining of this match. We're on a 15-minute delay, which means that what we're watching is 15 minutes in the past for all of the other racers. They're all competing at the same time. But everything's been delayed as well, so you won't be able to see how the races, or what order the races finish in, until
they finish
the 15-minute delay. So everything's synced up for you guys that are watching on race stream. Huffpuff just got their last clap.
Nesman is in swarm mode, and he says, "Hey, let's go to Caster."
Huffpuff is in go mode right now. They can go to Palace and get their last element. Nesman is going to hiking to get their 4-sword, and then they will be in go mode.
Nesman, what are you doing hiking? I know that's where you need to go, but that's not the good play. Wait, why is he doing hiking now? So, do you know how to do in order to win this? You don't check
one of
your
my
elements.
seeds.
You don't check your elements. And you
don't let me
were
your seed.
I'm gonna ask Nesman if he knew there was no elements on Gleework, because I don't think he did a map check.
Yeah, Nesman has not done a map check. But they did Octo, which is surprising. I don't know how they knew.
Because Octo is fast.
But they haven't done a map check.
Oh, right.
So they don't know where elements are. So they just hoped that Octo had an element and was like, that could be my go mode.
That's very Nesman to do. Yeah, Hufflepuff is going through Cloudtop, so he's doing Palace. Which is unfortunate because we know the Ghost Jar is available.
It's so much faster to get the Gust Jar, but they don't want to do Fountain. I think it's because they skipped Percy. That's what I'm going with. If they did Percy, they would have probably done Fountain as well.
Yeah, that's say gross. But we don't know where Ogni is, but I feel like Blue Hufflepuff is still ahead.
No, Nesmond's ahead because Nesmond's done.
Yeah, there are two places.
He's about to go to the pedestal. Like he's done in 2 minutes.
But there are two spots. Nesmond is going to top 4, but
that's right.
One racer going to top 4, and I feel like Hufflepuff may be ahead.
Yeah, Hufflepuff is certainly ahead of everyone else here. I can't see any of them.
Tell about Ogni.
Yeah, we have no idea where Ogni is. Ogni could snipe Hufflepuff here, and if they find their go mode, and they could already be in go mode. They could be about to hit the pedestal at any moment. We don't know. Yes, since Nesmond is about to finish, if Trent is able to, I think we're going to switch over and put Ogni in to see if we can catch Ogni's progress in the seed and see how they relate to everyone else.
That's GG's for Nesmond.
Yeah, and GG's to Nesmond, finishing in first place. Now, we are going to find out who's going to be playing against Nesmond. So how Hufflepuff's progress in Palace? They've got a small key, they haven't found the big key. Right, we've got Ogni on Restream. They are...
Ogni looks to be in go mode.
Mode!
They're in go mode! They're doing
They're going
go
to... Oh, we've got a race!
They're under of Hufflepuff right now because Droplet is...
Oh my god!
No! Hufflepuff got
so
Hufflepuff is going to Windwards.
They're going to go... They're rushing Fortress! They're gonna try and get a big key from Fortress and try and beat Mazal faster than finishing the rest of Palace. What is this race?
We have a race here. Also, GG's Nesmond.
Yeah, GG's. Welcome in, Nesmond.
Hi.
We're just having a bit of a meltdown here as we're finishing everyone else. Watching everyone else.
So you're joining the meltdown with the rest of us. That's good. That's good.
Okay, Nesmond, I have a question.
Yes.
Did you do a map check?
No. Was it necessary?
No, it wasn't.
Really, it was better just to not check the elements this seed.
It's a myth seed. You were guaranteed to have to do Cave of Flames and Droplets anyway.
Fair enough.
But my god, people are going to be asking you what you want written on your tombstone at this point.
Do I need to hide?
Okay,
are you sure you didn't actually plan this? Because this outbeats Hendrus.
So, you, Hufflepuff, and we assume Ogni all got Gleerock around about the same time and got the cape. Mashi and Nimbus didn't do that. They took the flippers and ran, and they got red herringed by it. And
that's when you went to Carol Flames far before the others. All the others' last location, Carol Flames.
Yeah, because I was like, this would be the last thing Myth would do.
But you went in as soon as you got the cane. You went to Carol Flames.
Yep. Looking at my items, I felt like it was a logical idea, and I also, like I said, I thought it would be the last thing Myth would probably do. And to be honest, I was tempted on bailing halfway, considering I got absolutely 0.
And then
at Blue Warp,
Cape.
Right?
I think Cape locked Ghost Jar, which meant it was 100% required.
Yeah. Well, it's not what the cape was 100% required, but as we're seeing on Huffpuff's side, the Gust Jar isn't 100% required because it could have been part of Huffpuff's Go mode, but they never went to Fountain.
Yeah, Myth. How could you do this to Huffpuff? How could you do this to him?
Yeah, Nimbus and Mashi had to go to Fountain earlier because they wanted to not do Glee Rock, but so they saw their Gust Jar there, and Huffpuff is just the only person has no idea where the Gust Jar is.
I'm about to say, the early game, we were barely getting anything, so it was a case of just check everything, just 100% at the beginning of the seed, because that's the idea I went for in the last race.
Huffpuff never touched Deepwood.
No?
Yeah, never touched it. Didn't even go there.
Did it not go there early on?
They didn't go early at all. No, because they did Simon incredibly early. They were the first person to find the spin attack, and then they took that.
Elspeth was early on. Elspeth was ahead, and then you got ahead once you did Glee Rock. When you hit Carol Flames.
Basically, considering I got absolutely 0 out of Krenel, and I was getting 0 out of Cave of Flames, I really was planning on bailing. But then at that point, I was like, you know what? I've lost so much time from getting nothing. I might as well just finish the job.
Yeah, you had to walk out of Deepwood, didn't you? On your first trip.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, everyone else set save scums, so they scummed it out. That played really badly for Mashi because they ended up going back in there a second time before the Gust Jar just to get the Karlov medal.
Oh.
Yeah, they got the Karlov medal, and you checked that as well. That was junk, but
wasn't that also like a? Sorry.
Yeah, Mashi had to do 3 trips into Deepwood in total in the end, so they've been pretty sad this race.
I was just gonna say, wasn't the Karlov medallion like a slot machine jackpot? Because I swear it was arrow refill, arrow refill, arrow refill.
I thought there was bomb refills in the middle.
Was there bomb refills?
I thought it was a bomb refill as well.
Okay, so Ogni is beating. Okay, no. Ogni has beaten Octo. He's gonna fly to the town and rush to the castle, and I think he's gonna finish. Not long after.
With both on their element bosses at the moment. Mashi just hit go mode, but they really don't have enough time to get Octo beaten at this point. Yeah, Ogni's picking up their element. Huffpuff is on the, I want to say, second stage of Mazao. I've been keeping track. But Ogni is going to be the first to use their Ocarina.
Someone get Myth a drink ready for when people start finishing.
I've got my whiskey on hand. Yeah, Ogni is the first person into the courtyard.
I mean, unless he gets taken Bazooka 30 times, he wins, right?
Yeah, this is clearly Ockney's win at this point. Huffpuff was so ahead of everyone this entire race, and they just didn't go to Fountain and get their Gustia, and it put them so far behind towards the end. It was the one thing they were missing. I don't know what to say.
I imagine you're saving your breath at this point.
Yeah, I'm just watching Huffpuff. I've got their audio up.
Yeah, look at the
in courtyard right now.
Courtyard when Oakley is finishing. They are so close.
And GG's Ockney.
GG's to Oakley.
GG's.
Thanks.
So we didn't have you on the earlier part of the restream, but we caught you towards the end after Nesmond finished. What a great race towards the end there. You finishing Octo just before Huffpuff finished Mazao.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you want to talk through how your the earlier parts of the seed went for you?
Yes, I checked Simon really early and I was feeling really ahead because of the spin on Simon, but then I skipped Lon Ranch and not picking up the grip ring and clearing all of Deepwood and was feeling really behind again. Then I saw there's a Gustia in Fountain because I avoided Krenel. That was so la. And yeah, doing Cave of Flames, feeling pretty behind, getting flippers, thinking about bailing, but thinking, nah, stick to it and take the 4.
That was the best decision you could have made.
And get the cape from Yelari. Not Yelari. Melari.
Yeah, Malari. Yeah, I cleared all of Krenel and I was getting nothing, and I was pretty much in the same mindset. I was like, right, I'm just going to take my lumps.
GG's to Huffpuff who has finished.
GG's to Huffpuff.
GG's Huffpuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Huffpuff had kind of the same start. They went to Simon very early. They were the first person we saw on Restream to get the spin attack. I think it was one of the first things they did immediately after getting the sword.
Yeah, we went to Krenel very early.
Yeah.
Not to Cave of Flames.
Yeah, he had to go to Krenel first to get that bomb bag.
Yeah, also, he missed his Gustia on Percy.
Yeah, Huffpuff never went to... Oh, we should just say it was on Percy, right?
It was on Percy, right?
Yeah.
Is Huffpuff coming for commentary?
I don't know. They haven't responded if they're going to join us for interviews. However, we will have Mashi and Nimbus in for interviews. We'll watch them finish this out.
Yeah, Mashi is gonna beat Octo and be finished in 5 minutes.
Yeah, we saw Nimbus was getting their blue sword right when Octi finished, but they decided to bail out of Swamp and they didn't get their full sword. They're up here on Mount Krenel.
Okay, Biff, I have a question. Do you like bind points?
I know I'm getting some. I know I'm getting a lot.
I'm not talking about meme points. I'm talking about people banning you because they hate your seed.
Yeah, I'm just expecting to get an absolute ton of ban points in for this.
Also, Ogni and Nesman, since you finished 1 and 2nd, you're both facing each other in the top 4.
Yeah.
So it's first against fourth and second against third. Okay.
Yep.
Ah.
Well,
Oh no.
Have you two played already?
no. This is
No.
the first time. So
Yeah, it'll be the
Nisman,
first. There's no point in trying to look at my routing. I have no idea. People ask me. I just go with what items I find.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
talk a bit about the finals. So that it's going to be drafted settings, which means that before each of the races, you are going to communicate with the race monitor to go through a drafting process of banning and picking settings that you want to have enabled on that seed.
And always, semi-finals and finals are best of 3s, and the race to 4th place is best of 1.
So we're on for mystery seeds.
Not mystery. I need to double check this. I believe that the race monitor will confirm what the settings are with you
I
at
don't
each
know
stage.
when the
Ah.
settings are rolled, if they're rolled straight before the race or before
Um,
that. When
they have
the
to be
race is rolled.
They will be rolled at, or the process to draft will start at the very latest 1 hour before the race starts, but you can start drafting way before that.
Yeah, Mashi is gonna finish in a few seconds.
And GG's to Mashi.
And GG's.
GG.
GG's. Right, who wants to start digging Miss Grave first?
I don't know what to say.
GG.
And we have both Mashi and Nimbus.
Hello.
So, hi, GG's
GG's.
to both of you.
I think that the common factor between both of you that separated you two from the other three was Glee
You
Rock.
didn't have a rock
Yeah,
shoe.
bailing
Yeah.
Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
So Mifsy, don't bail. You do it.
So, what, in
I was
Desmond's
on the flippers.
Yeah. In Nesmond's case, Nesmond just never checked the map in the first place, so they didn't see the non-element
Of
Glee Rock.
course. So
Of course.
that makes sense. Yeah, usually in these settings, it's best to just follow whatever progression you get. But in this case, it didn't work.
If you were wondering what Huffpuff was so mad about, they never found the Gust Jar. And we're going to make sure that he knows that the Gust Jar was on Percy.
Of course.
Yes.
Huffpuff went to. I think all he had left at the point was Fountain on Gleerock, and he went to. No, he never bailed off Cave of Flames, right?
No, he was ahead throughout most of the seed. He did Gleerock around about the same time Nesman did. But yeah, they just never went to Fountain.
Oh, Nesman did it very early.
Yeah, I think I joined him when he was heading to Graveyard.
And Huffpuff's
Yeah.
coming for the interview.
That's right. Huffpuff went to Graveyard. In the Green Fairy, they found their last Cloudtop's Kinstone. They went up Wind Tribe into Palace. They found their last Swamp Kinstone, and then rushed Mazao. That was their go.
That's where that was?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. I was wondering
Okay.
where those were. Didn't really
Well,
have
that's
much left to check, so
Huffpuff was very fast at finding the Four Sword as well, because immediately after fighting Gleerock and getting that cape, they went to Droplets, got the mitts, went up Cloudtops, got Red Sword, and then just went to Castor and immediately got their last two swords. So they had Four Sword at just over an hour, and then it was just the hunt for the Gust Jar.
I guess not having the Gust Jar meant he didn't really need to go anywhere near Deepwood, which kind of saved him a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. They never touched Deepwood. And that
Deepwood
early
was like a big troll.
Yeah, especially since I think all of you went there before you got your spin attack, whereas Huffpuff did Simon immediately after picking up the sword. And Opni, you also didn't
Yeah.
do. Did you do Deepwood in one trip after
No,
your Gust Jar?
I dipped it before because I skipped Grip Ring in London.
Yeah,
Ranch.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think I did Deepwood in like 3 trips. I save scummed it the first time because there was really nothing there, and then I went back.
Yeah,
I got that Karlov medal, which I was hoping was going to be something.
we were hoping to.
Yeah, we were all hoping it was something. Because that was a fantastic play.
Yeah, it
And
was
then-
so sad watching all of those trips to
Oh.
Deepwood just not get anything.
Yeah, like that really cost me a lot of time. And then also Rock.
Yeah, I just kept like double and triple dipping every single place in the game that wasn't where I was supposed to go. You said Huffpuff had Force for like an hour in. I had Green Sword hours 30 in. If I
Yeah,
remember right.
everyone on stream had different swords at one point.
Like I was just getting my red sword and then heading to Western Woods when Nesman finished.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nesman, I have a question.
Nesman's in chat. They're having technical issues.
Okay.
You can
Okay,
ask
so-
the question.
Yeah, so you went to Castor Wilds, you did Castor, you found your blue sword, and then you went to Octo. And after that, you went back to do hiking. Why was that? When you had a lot of things that were open? Yeah, the question was not why do Octo, it is why do hiking after Octo?
I think that's what they were last doing, right? Yeah, just finishing up where they left off.
Yeah, that would make sense.
They were like, oh, okay, done at Octo, got all of my elements. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, Swamp.
Yeah, hiking is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 checks. So it's a pretty dense location. So it's not the worst play, but it's still surprising.
I'm not sure what was available at that point, but seemed like the best.
I'm not sure we had done cloud tops.
Yeah, they did, because Red Sword.
Yeah, for
Oh
Red
yeah,
Sword.
yeah. Red Sword was in cloud tops. Yeah, but
There was stuff like Grey Blade, but I think the only person we saw do that was Nimbus, right, as they forfeited.
yeah,
Yeah,
hiking
Grey Blade
was
was
always the most tense location, so it makes sense to do it.
Or like the front of Graveyard,
just-
or like one blue sword check in town and one blue sword check in Vale Falls. Those
Yeah.
are
You
like
just
the only
used
other
to
things.
do castle, bail, do Octo, and then go back to hiking. But if you were
You got
like,
Ocarina, it's fast.
yeah, it's fast, and it was the most tense location, so it makes sense in its fact.
No graveyard key. I can't remember where the graveyard key was found. Hufflepuff
Did we
found it.
found it?
Yeah, Hufflepuff
Never
found it.
boots. Where were boots?
No, they didn't find it because they only had to go to the front entrance to get
No,
there.
nobody had boots, right?
Yeah, no one had boots. Do you want me to pull up the spoiler?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Probably in Palace.
Boots on York. Graveyard key on bed.
Palace Heart Piece was
Which
the
one is
boots
that? That's a Moblin Archer at this?
below the Moblin Arches.
Yeah, below them.
It was in Fortress. It was the small chest next to Vanilla Mitts. In the back left.
Okay. Yeah, so nobody was getting there.
Hufflepuff did see that the boss key in Fortress was on the heart piece. They saw it right at the beginning so that it could rush to Mazao really quickly. I don't think there are any other items
Yeah,
that needed to be pointed out.
There was
Did
a
anyone
month
find the
fight.
last book?
No.
No,
I don't
I'm on
think
to
we
Oh, what are they called again? It's like Hyrule Bestiary.
something with mask.
We found the red one.
Droplets Ice Plane freestanding. That was the one next to the mitts.
Yeah.
That
I
we
got
saw
that.
that.
Yeah.
Ruins Crack Fusion. That was probably the last one.
Which one?
The first of the Quick Warp caves.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't see this one.
Yeah, so that was it. And then I think Librari. Yellari. Um, 20 rupees. Oh, the roll attack was locked behind boots in Lon Lon, so Swiftblade the First was really late and not. Yeah. Oh, also Royal Valley had a piece of a heart. So Swift Waveblade was also incredibly late, but both of those had junk anyway.
I don't know how you rolled a seed this bad with nothing on any meme check.
There was.
Oh yeah, there was a cape on Malari, but
Yeah.
And then there was
that's-
hiking.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
is hiking a meme point?
It's not.
No.
It should be.
Sure, give Mythic Royalty point. I'm okay with that.
So, hello everyone, first of all.
Hi.
What do we have in store for tomorrow then?
We've got the wildcard match. So everyone that is not in the current top 3, who are me, Nesman, and Okni, everyone else that is in the tournament will be entered into the wildcard match.
Yeah,
And
so
whoever wins
Mashi-
that gets the fourth remaining spot.
Yeah,
in the
Mashi and
finals.
Nimbus, you get another chance tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get to
As well as everyone else. So they...
Good thing is Nesman's not in the race, so
Yeah, that's a good part.
Actually, Nesman can be in the race, but
but
it would
it
not
won't
affect
count
us.
for the yeah it won't
Yeah,
affect.
Nesman can still race, but he won't took the spot when he wins.
Yeah, the wildcard match will be taking the place of the regular weekly race that normally takes place
It's
on
also
Sundays.
be taking the place of the Variety Weekly this month. So if you want to do the Variety Weekly, you'll have to race tomorrow. With... Are there? I don't know if they're doing another seed.
We will see, that's for sure. But let's see here. Who is live right now? I see there are 2 sisters channels going. These are 4, yes. We also have the 4 channel, yes, sometimes that exists. And these are main right now is going. Let's see.
It
So
looks like
what-
there's Kwaski semifinals on CSR main.
Yeah, the cross key semifinals are right now on CSR Moon. They're about to start. On CSR 4 though, because we are all big memers, is right now Wind Waker fundraise. It's basically you start with all items except swords. And the only things you do are the dungeons, the puzzle case, the gifts, the miscellaneous, the mail, the island puzzles, the submarines. Only those. So, a lot of puzzling. So I'm not sure. Are you more into meme or are you more into more seriousness?
Yes.
We are Minish Cap. We are meme incarnate.
We are nothing but meme.
So, okay, then I clearly get the thing of we go to ZSR4. On the other hand, we still have some other things. First of all, like Myth already told us, tomorrow there is the wildcard match. We have to make that somehow. Like, that race is gonna be wild in one way or the other, and I don't mean wild, it's because it's wildcard. Sorry for the pun. But later, we also will have, I think the NA Weekly is still going, like, will be later going. The MMR Season 2 tournament is going. There will be another Cross Keys match later, another semifinals match. A Z2R semifinal match. A lot of semifinals are coming up today, so stick on your seats. Gonna be a wild ride, I know that much. And make sure, because, hey, we love our memes, right? So make sure I posted all the links of all the wonderful trackers, all the wonderful commentators, and all the wonderful runners that were here today. Make sure that you follow them. This Nestman also there, like who won, apparently. Don't forget him. I heard that Nestman N88 also was involved in this race. Yeah, you apparently that person apparently runs as well. Make sure to follow all of those. They are amazing. And we are gonna raid over to our sister partner, ZeldaSpeedRuns _4. make sure that you all stay healthy, all stay safe. We gonna see us tomorrow, I assume. Like, I hope that we get the wildcard going tomorrow, but I'm looking forward. Right, guys? Wow.
I think we're all dead from this. We're all dead from this seed. It's taken a lot out of us.
I have more the feeling that they are just waiting that I say we are off, and then they can start yelling at you.
When you say we're done, I'm leaving. I'm running.
What a surprise! But yeah,
See you in 2 years, Myth.
make sure, and thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.